Good morning, my fellow Michiganders. Good morning, my fellow Americans. Welcome to the Grassroots Army podcast. I am, of course, your host, Garrett Soldano. And holy cow, do I have some great footage for all of you here today with everything that went on in the Bronx yesterday at the President Trump rally. And obviously, the Dems, they're not only losing their minds, they just can't believe it. They can't believe it. They can't believe the turnout. They can't run away from it. They are probably just waking up going, what is happening? You just can't stop this momentum as of right now. The energy is building. And I said this time and time again before we get to the footage. Look, if the Dems would have been like the old Dems, the JFK Dems, it would have been really hard for someone to come in. If they would have went moderate, it would have been really hard for someone to come in and win this next election. But they went even far left. And so a lot of the old school Democrats are scratching their head right now, like, this is not my party. We're not supporting all of this stuff, like the illegal invasion of the southern border. We're not supporting all of this crime that's happening throughout our country. We're not supporting boys using girls' restrooms and locker rooms in elementary and middle school and high schools and the public school systems. We don't support men competing against women and taking away women's championships. And they're probably like, we don't support any of that. So if I was a Dem, which I am not, but if I was, I'd be leaving that party right now. I would literally say, this is not my party. This is not what I signed up. Hey, I'm just going to be an independent. That would be my advice for all the Dems out there who still have a lick of common sense left in them, because your old party no longer exists. It used to be the party of the people, as they say, but now it is not. It's the party of the elites. The Republican Party is the party of the Constitution, party of our country, love of country, party of our beliefs and values, party of the family unit, believing in family, party of being fiscally conservative, not wasting all of our tax-paying dollars. And I know there's a lot of Republicans guilty of that. But bottom line, that's what America was founded upon, and that's what the Republican Party, the majority, is and should be, by the way. But the Democratic Party has went so far left. It's disgusting. It's created a dumpster fire in our entire country. So right now, the Dems, they're freaking out, because I'm going to show some footage, and I love watching this footage because it totally shoots down the Dems narrative of Trump supporters are deplorables. Trump supporters are just a bunch of white supremacists. And you're going to see a very, very diverse crowd. And we're going to even bring up some people that showed up and had some things to say about our president, President Trump. So let's get right in to what the Dems are thinking and what they're saying. Here we go.
Will never, ever support Donald Trump for president. We know him better than anyone, and that means we understand what he's all about is just for himself. So this state will go solidly behind Joe Biden for president, as it has in the past. So he wants to spend his time doing these made-up fake rallies and pretending their support here. Be my guest, because while you're doing that, Donald Trump, Joe Biden's out there on the other side, making sure he's delivering for all Americans. And so go ahead, spend all your time you want in New York, because we'll be with Joe Biden, and Joe Biden's out there winning over the rest of the battleground states.
I don't think we're getting
You were telling me that you're not actually a Trump supporter, but you're here.
Not at all.
Why are you here today?
I'm here because when Trump was president, he was much better. I mean, the world wasn't on fire. The prices went up like crazy, the price of gas, everything. So from the He's the best, I shouldn't say of the worst, but there's no choice.
But
I am a
because you
Democrat.
are a
I'm
Democrat.
registered Democrat, but I would also occasionally vote for Republican. You know, I go according to, you know, who is better.
Like Joe Biden as a Democrat, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think he's destroying the country with his policies. You know, it's just things are getting worse and worse. The more we're having more. We can end up with World War III with Biden. And I think that Trump is going to make America great again. I mean, even I'm saying that, you know, even though his personality, like, forget it. He says things that angers me, but his policies were much better, much better. I mean, you can't even compare. So, like someone said on the radio, you got to close your nose and dive in. Like, just vote for him, even if you don't like him, even if you hate him. He's just going to be better for America.
Here we go. I was muted. I said, wow, let's piggyback on some of the things that she just said, right? A Democrat, a registered Democrat. Her words, not mine. Personality, forgets it. She doesn't like his personality. But what did she say? She likes his policies. So the person on the radio, close your nose and just vote for Trump. Don't vote for his personality. Vote for his policies. See, the first time around, people voted on their personality because the country was still afloat. The country wasn't on fire as much. So people are going to vote on emotions. They're going to vote on personality. But I said this time and time again, as this dumpster fire continued to rage on and get worse, that, hey, when people have problems putting food on the table, paying for gas, buying a house, renting a house, just a struggle for families just to do what is necessary to survive, people are going to forget about personality. They don't care. They don't care. They're going to vote for the person who can make their life better, who can allow them to live this idea called the American dream. And Biden and the Biden administration, these crazy Dems and what they've done to our country over the past several years, hey, you're going to see an unbelievable turnout for President Trump. They're not going to be able to cheat because they won't be able to because the amount of people that are going to vote. That's it. So you have to, and this does not mean that you stay home. Hey, vote that your life and that your country depends on it, because it does. Because if you stay home and don't vote, then you're going to get more of the insanity that you're witnessing right now, not only in our country, but the entire world. That's just truth. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Let's listen into what another gentleman had to say
about this whole thing.
My thoughts are that the pressure is on. If you could see, I don't know, the line to get in here right now, it's like an hour plus long. And there's a lot of people coming out here. And it looks like, it just looks so diverse. It looks amazing. It looks beautiful. It's just defeating every narrative there is. And Democrats are about to have a hard time in November, because now New Yorkers are probably going to wake up and start asking, who are the politicians representing me? And I think this is not about Trump. This is about the strategy of Trump coming here, putting pressure on them. And Democrats, they've been getting our vote for so long, man, for so long, for years, decades. What has changed? Poverty, not that many jobs out here. It's a struggle, so I'd like to see Republicans step it up, invest in the RNC here, start reaching out, making a difference. There is many ways and many organizations that do not get the recognition out here to stop gang violence, to support those. But I just don't see Republicans here, but I definitely don't see Democrats doing anything. So I think Trump coming here, that's why he's an anomaly.
Not my words, his. That's what's happening. And I love what he said. It looks so diverse. It looks so diverse. You have every person, what makes up this beautiful country called America, there supporting him. Goes against the Dems narrative that we're just a bunch of white supremacists, right? We're just destroying everything that they put out. But they're going to scream from the rooftops constantly, abortion, abortion. That's all they have. That's so last election cycle. More and more people are starting to awaken. And that's just true. So let's listen in how President Trump ended this thing. Pretty cool.
We're going to get out and vote like never before. You are going to save our country. We're going to get out and vote like never before. We're going to make it too big to rig. Our vote is going to be too big to rig. So one thing they can't guard against, working together, there is nothing we cannot do and no height we cannot achieve. Together we will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. We will make America great again. Thank you, Bronx. Thank you, New York. We love you. Thank you. God bless everybody. God bless you.
Man, that's awesome. I'm not going to lie. Great crowd, great energy. He's not fumbling over his words. He's not tripping off the stage. Our country has hope. It truly does. When President Trump wins in November, we're going to stop the bleeding of our country. But again, I'm going to remind all of you, it's going to take nonstop work over the next 2 decades to undo what the Dems have done in a very short amount of time. That's just truth. Okay, so we have to grind it out. We have to stay inspired. We have to stay activated. We have to stay motivated because God has put all of you in this position for a reason. So embrace that. Don't ever, ever put your head in the sand again. Until next time, God bless you. God bless the state of Michigan. Of course, and always, God bless these United States. Trump 2024, baby.